Let's go ahead and let's talk about Keke Palmer, girl. I really want to talk about Keke Palmer because things have been happening with Keke. So this was recently posted. Hold up, let me get this up here for y'all. Okay, is it a song?
I am
A song. Let's not. When reality TV makes everyone believe all celebrities' lives are just one big marketing strategy and scheme, but my life is truly unraveling at the seams, and I just wear trauma like a Dolce Gabbana coat because Sharon didn't raise no bitch. Now, some people are believing that she's back with Darius and that he was the one recording this video. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I didn't think that any of this was a market ploy, to tell y'all the truth, because Keke has been so private about her life. I would just never expect for her to do something like this for clout. She doesn't have to. Keke has 11 jobs at any given time. She doesn't need to put her personal business out there in order to be popping. She just doesn't. But when the conversation came up about Keke possibly being back with Darius, I thought of this clip.
this gives me into what I wanted to also talk to you about, which is you talk about abuse, right?
Yeah.
Abuse comes from many different things. But I think this is the problem when people find themselves in abusive dynamics is what you just said. I have compassion. I know where this is coming from. You're not a terrible person. You're just dealing with this thing that makes you respond this way. I have great compassion too, but boy, have I experienced some terrible things because of it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like, damn, it's like having compassion for somebody that's ready to kill you. Like, that's pretty intense. I'm so excited because
and I know what she's talking about better than most, you guys. I do. I do know what she's talking about. And what she's saying sounds like somebody rationalizing going back to their abuser, even though they know how it looks. They know they look crazy. They know that this isn't what they should do. But I don't think people understand the chemical imbalance that happens when women get in abusive relationships. And I'm saying women, but people in general, because people in general get in abusive relationships. But the ones that I've been close to and seen up, up close, experienced myself, high highs and low lows. And those high highs will make you forgive the low lows because you're always remembering how they were before. You're always trying to have compassion for whatever the childhood trauma is that they gave to you at the beginning to set you up for what they were about to put you through. That's where somebody being a real narcissist and not really caring about anybody else's feelings but their own, and then using other people's compassion for them against them. A lot of men in our community act this way, and it is because of the way we are socialized in this environment. You are socialized to put a man's feelings before your own. He is socialized to put his feelings first and to expect a woman to do whatever it is that he wants her to do. When that is the dynamic that we are all living in, whether we are in an abusive relationship or not, we're still in a dynamic where what the men want matters more than what the women want. So if that's the dynamic we're all living in, when you get with men that are abusive, it is so hard to gauge if that's what's really happening. And by the time you recognize what's really happening, you're already emotionally and your dopamine levels are involved. Yes, then add the Bible foundation about forgiveness and letting men lead and all of those different things that it makes it so much easier. It makes women malleable. So when they are having these experiences, it's so hard for them to get out because so many things have been put in place for them to be locked in once the real abuse starts taking place. At first, men who are abusive, people who are abusive, that shit is evasive. It is really not, I'm kicking your ass. It's really not like that. It starts out as mental. It starts out as basically emotionally blackmailing you. Like I heard Jonathan Majors doing on that audio today, but because he wasn't screaming and howling, y'all didn't hear it. A lot of y'all telling me to listen to the words. Bitch, you listen to the words. I know what the fuck I hear. I hear somebody shaming someone so that they can control them. And once what did he do to her, y'all? What did he do? I was right about this nigga too. Let's not forget, I was right about Darius. Because as soon as he decided to get his ass on the internet to embarrass her, I said, nope, red flag. He's abusive. Because anytime somebody will take your biggest fear, the biggest thing that will hurt you, and they will exploit it, like he did to her, putting that shit on social media, that's abusive. The mental has already started. The mental has already started. He shamed her, tried to guilt her in order to control her, and then used other people to like abuse her by like, having the community. Oh, Keke, you were wrong for wearing that. You shouldn't have had that on. She shouldn't have been dancing on it. She embarrassed that man. She embarrassed that man. That is how women like Keke end up in abusive relationships, because no matter how amazing a woman is, or how, and I mean, I say amazing, I mean like a boss. It doesn't matter how much of a boss a woman is. She is socialized in the exact same environment as everybody else. And if she's strong and successful, she's going to try even harder to turn it off and be the submissive and be the caring, nurturing, understanding, compassionate partner. She's going to give up all of her power to him, because in the world, she has the power. So in their relationship, she knows she automatically has to make those sacrifices for him, because in this society, he's supposed to be besting her in career, money, and all of that. And he's not. So she has to balance that out for him in their relationship, because that's what society tells women to do. Always be responsible for this man's image and his feelings. Always. So Keke might be going back and forth for a while, y'all. Does it mean she's not being abused? No. In all actuality, it means she is being abused, because a lot of the times it is so hard to get out of those relationships, especially after they've put their dick juice on your brain and impregnated you with their male child. Then everything that's for them is also tied to the goddamn baby. And y'all know how women are about their kids. They are going to receive abuse. They're going to deal with all kind of bullshit, because they think that in order to make sure the kids are okay, they have to deal with that natural thing that happens every time you turn around. So we're going to pray for Keke, y'all. We're going to pray for Keke.